Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment in our OneBlock Skyblock Survival series. Today, we will not be playing through the next phase, because as I mentioned last week, we are going to be focusing a little bit on development of the area that we have currently. And there's not a whole lot that needs to be developed over here with our farming area, as the wheat, potatoes, and pumpkins are actually doing quite well for us. The sugarcane is coming in quite nice as well. And shortly we should have an excellent new source of food in the form of pumpkin pies, courteous of the chicken farm that we have going right here. But I would like to see if I can get two of these guys set up in a breeder of some sort, as well as better hash out where all of these animals are supposed to be held here. So we're going to get a couple of trees planted so we can get some more wood on our hands, and we'll see where that takes us from there. Alright, so the first big change that I feel really kind of helps things out is having opened this area up to... I mean, it's not going to keep all of my animals segmented and sectioned off anymore, but it doesn't matter a whole lot at this point, because they were all cooped up and penned together anyway, and this just gives them a little bit more space. Now, I did go ahead and plant a jungle tree, and the biggest reason that I wanted to do that is so I can collect up a few of these vines, but more importantly, or more pressingly, I suppose, is one of the things that I want to do with one of these villagers is turn them into a Fletcher. And if I'm able to do that, then that'll give me really good access to a lot of good trades, specifically a good way of getting emeralds by giving them sticks. And since jungle wood is a wood that I don't care a whole lot about, I'm willing to sacrifice that for the sake of making the sticks that I need, or will need, for those initial trades. So let's go ahead and chop down this tree so we can get a bunch of wood on hand for that purpose there. Alright, so as a part of the development here, there were really two things that I wanted to set up. One is I need to get somewhat of a workstation put together, but I would also like to start breeding a couple of additional villagers from the 3 that I have. So I've built out this way a little area where I can take 2 of these guys to kind of start a breeding zone or area. And I need to have them far enough away from the rest of the enclosure to make sure that they don't kind of max out at how many villagers I can have. And I'm hoping that that distance is far enough away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try baiting at least one of these guys further down along the edge here to see. No, it looks like maybe 2 of them are going to head this way for this table anyway. And we'll just kind of keep both of these guys over here until I can get a breeder efficiently put together. And then this other guy, we will want to give him an occupation at some point, but for now this is going to work quite well, as my anticipation. We'll just kind of do that, and then we'll come back and work with them all a little bit more in just a bit. But before I do that, I've got more tree chopping to do with this jungle tree that's grown up again. Alright, so now I've got a couple of beds back there, which should be enough for these guys to, you know, do their thing. So we'll see if that does indeed happen. And I've got a couple of extra fence posts up along the edge there just to make sure that they don't accidentally jump off of the bed and find their way over to the other side. Unfortunately, I don't have any carrots, so I have to go the more expensive route of doing bread. But we'll see if this works. There we are. They just needed a little bit extra. And there we are. We've got a nice little guy here that we just need to wait, and we can get him out of there, train him up in a profession or something later on. But for now, we're going to give this guy a job, and hopefully we can get a stick trade out of him. Alright, what did you level up to? You want flint, and you'll sell bows and arrows. Well, that's always fun. Well, we have a master level trader for the Fletcher at this point, and our other guy has grown up, but I want to think about what I should do for trades there, because the one that I typically default to is the Mason, but we have very limited amounts of stone that we could trade to him, and that could prove to be a little bit of a problem. I guess a farmer might not be such a bad idea, but I don't know. You'll have to let me know what your thoughts are in the comments as to what I should train this guy as. I'm going to see if I can't get these guys to breed up another villager, because the only other thing that I feel like I'm really missing at this point is the beginnings of an iron farm, which hopefully I can get up and running between this episode and next, if I can, or if I'm fortunate enough to get a zombie to spawn in that can hold an item. But I'm going to chop down this tree, and I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. I'm sorry if it was a little bit shorter than some of the other ones, but the development was very much needed for this, and we'll have to see where we go from here. But thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for that daily variety content. Thanks again for your time, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.